I am so lucky to have had the opportunity to work with thousands of students in my courses, many of which were over the age of 50. And time again, I have seen the amazing positive impact that drawing has made on their lives. And what's really awesome is that students were getting these benefits no matter what skill level they were at. Many of my students are picking up art again after like 20 or 30 years of having a break, and they're just dipping their toe back into the art world. But they were seeing these benefits just as much as more experienced artists that have been doing art consistently for years. I've discovered that there's 5 big reasons why drawing later in life is so valuable, and it's these reasons that is why I will still be drawing when I'm over 50 and especially in my 60s and 70s. But before we dive into these 5 reasons, I want to break a common belief that holds a lot of people back from starting to draw later in life. Because it makes me really sad when people say, maybe it's too late for me to start drawing. I'm not young anymore. Maybe I've missed my chance. It's going to take me years to get good. So why bother starting now? There can also be that fear of failure there, especially if they did drawing a lot as a child or even when they were just younger and had less responsibility, and then it kind of got put on the back burner. And there's that fear that diving back into it 20 or 30 years later, that you might not have it, that you might have lost your mojo, you're going to be rusty. And so it's scary because you don't want to see how much progress you've lost or feel like you've lost your artist in you. And the truth is, yeah, it might take you a while to find your mojo, and that's okay. Also, getting good at art doesn't have to take as long as lots of people think it does. It doesn't have to take years and years. If you have a really intentional plan of learning and improving your skills, then I have had students that in 8 weeks have completely transformed their drawing skills. So it is possible to get good without having to spend like a decade to get there. I really believe that anyone can learn to draw. It's not about being born with talent. So once you lower expectations and just embrace the fact that at the start your drawings might not be that good, and just to have fun with it, then you're really going to open yourself up to getting these 5 major benefits of drawing later in life. If you're already like, yes, Kirsty, I'm ready, I'm excited, I'm ready to kickstart my art journey and dive into drawing, then go to the description. I have left a free cheat sheet for you of some really fun, creative exercises that are fairly quick to do and will get you having fun with art and also improving your drawing skills. These are exercises that will intentionally help you build your skills that you need to get better at drawing, but in a really fun and creative way, and that will fit into any schedule. So go to the link in the description to download your free copy of that. But now let's uncover the 5 big benefits of drawing later in life, the reasons why I will be drawing when I'm over 50. So one of the biggest benefits I have seen that drawing has had on my students' lives is really helping them through the hardest points in their life. For example, I've had a lot of students where they've lost their spouse or someone really close to them, and they're dealing with grief and feeling alone, and drawing and just having art in their life has been that one thing that's helped them get through it. I've also had students that are dealing with injury or illness and they're bedbound and just can't get out of the house, and just having drawing there just keeps them sane throughout it and keeps them going. And also, no matter what age you're at, if you have stress in your life, a stressful job, you've got kids that you're raising and it's just stressful, having those moments to yourself to just draw can just help to relax you, bring that bit of therapy into your life that you need to give you that sort of boost in your mood. I've literally had students say that art has saved them. It's thrown them that lifeline to help them get through some of the hardest moments in their life. Art can benefit your mental health in so many ways. It can just completely boost your mood. It can help you catch 5 minutes to yourself to escape the stresses of your normal life and just have a moment to yourself to breathe and do something fun before diving back into your everyday life. Okay, so moving on. An experiment was done in 2016 called the drawing effect. Scientists basically got a bunch of people in a room and said out loud some words, things like apple, cat, tree, just simple things, and they could either choose to write down these words or to draw them. And something really interesting happened. They were then asked to recall all of the words they remembered. And for the words that people had drawn, they remembered them so much better. And there's so many studies that have been done that suggest that drawing can really help with brain function and particularly memory. It's one of the reasons that they actually use art and drawing to help people that are going through dementia. It can be a really powerful and joyful hobby that can keep your mind sharp and help you with your memory later in life. Okay, now let's go on to benefit 3. Do you know what the best thing to hear from my students is? When someone's like, oh my God, I cannot believe I did that. Just seeing someone completely beaming with pride is just so amazing. But why is this particularly important when you're over 50? Well, it's at this age, around like 50, 60, where you probably have some bigger changes going on in your life. Maybe your kids are leaving home and you're becoming an empty nester, or maybe you're just starting to think about retirement. And at this point, you might have larger chunks of time available to pursue your passions. But the thing is, when you're used to having so much responsibility on your plate, like looking after kids, maybe caring for someone else, or just having a big career that's really busy, it can then be a bit of a shock to the system when you suddenly have all this free time and nothing to do with it. It might even feel like you've lost a bit of your purpose. Having something that fires you up and makes you feel like you have a purpose is so important, especially later in life. That's why I love when people say, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, and they're just beaming with pride, because you can just see how much fulfillment art and drawing has given and brought into their lives. But also, diving deeper into purpose, one big thing that I see that drawing does for people in their lives is it gives them this sort of idea of legacy. They're able to create these cherished pieces of art that can be given to their family, things that can be cherished for generations to come. And when I get my students come into my course, a lot of them really dream about doing amazing drawings of their grandkids, of their pets, just creating like a sketchbook of memories, stuff like that, that can be held onto for years to come and that they can give to their family, hang on their family's walls as a gift, stuff like that. And creating that legacy can be something that's really important for people later in life. But basically, summing up this point, what I'm trying to say is having purpose later in life is so important. If you can have something that is yours and brings you so much joy and pride, and also gets you believing in yourself. When people say, oh my God, I can't believe I did that, you can just see how much confidence they have. It can feel like when the world's moving fast, technology is becoming updated more and more, and it's harder to keep up, doing something that you're so proud of and seeing that, oh my God, I did this, it can really make you feel confident in yourself. Okay, benefit 4. Did you know that drawing can act kind of like a workout? So when you're drawing, you're making your hands and eyes work together in ways that they don't usually do, which is super beneficial to anyone, but especially as you get older. Studies have shown that doing these activities that require hand-eye coordination can really help maintain and even improve our cognitive functioning and fine motor skills. And having better fine motor skills can really help you make other tasks easier, like writing, sewing, knitting, cutting little things when you're cooking, and even when you're playing sports. And drawing is a super hobby for when you get older because it's not physically demanding, it's very accessible to most people to do. And the final benefit of drawing later in life is it's a really great opportunity to get social and connect with like-minded people. What's really heartbreaking is for many people as they get older, they may struggle with loneliness, and loneliness has actually been linked to a lot of health consequences. But being part of an art community, having those connections can really help you with loneliness. And honestly, the art community is one of the nicest, most supportive communities I've ever known. And when I've been reading feedback from students in my courses and also subscribers of my email newsletter, I hear the same thing over and over again. I feel from them that desire for an art community, somewhere where they can go, chat to like-minded artists, share their art, get feedback, even compete in like monthly challenges with a community, have that camaraderie with people just like them. Having that community can just make art feel so much fun rather than just feeling alone in your art journey. And if you get stuck and frustrated, just feeling alone in it. That's not fun. And actually, it's because of all this feedback that I've been getting that I've actually been spending the last 6 months building out a membership where we're really focused on that community, where we will have those monthly challenges, that ongoing support, feedback, having that conversation among like-minded artists within that community where you can share and chat and all of those fun things. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to join the waitlist for that membership, if having this community, ongoing challenges and learning amongst other like-minded artists is something you're interested in, it will only be open for like a 7-day window. So if you don't want to miss out on just learning more about that, then I'd just recommend signing up for that waitlist. But anyway, I hope you can see how beneficial drawing can be and how many health benefits there actually are to drawing. I feel like having all these benefits of drawing, as well as being able to get the benefits no matter your skill level, just makes it a no-brainer to just pick up that pencil and start. And I want to help you get going, get creative, and have fun, sort of kickstarting your art journey. So like I said earlier, I have got that free cheat sheet in the description, which basically gives you a ton of really fun art challenges and exercises that you can try to both improve your skills, because I know that you guys that watch me, you kind of want to improve your skills. It's important to you. So these will help build up your drawing skills, but in a really fun, light, creative way. And a lot of them are going to be really quick exercises so you can fit them into your schedule no matter how busy you are. And let me know in the comment section, how has art impacted your life? I would love to hear all your guys' stories. And if you're starting out in your art journey, or even if you've been doing it a while, then you might enjoy this video where I basically go through my 3 biggest lessons from doing over 300 drawings over 10 years. So check that out if you're interested, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.